Hello, Spinner94 here, and today we're bringing you another battle against Solo. I was in a pretty intimidating team. This is just my usual team I've been running for the past week or something like that, and it's been doing pretty good. I can't complain. It does its job. So anyway, he leads off with his Landorus, which I predicted, and I lead off with my Lockdown. And you do get intimidated, but I get the attack raise, but of course it doesn't really happen much because this is just a completely set up Shuckle. So I decided to go for the Toxic here, because I want some kind of residual damage on this thing, because if this is one of those annoying defensive sets, they're really hard to kill. I mean, I've even seen them survive Ice Beams, you know, with the 4 times effectiveness. So Mix a Strange Play and goes for the Grass Knot here, which I understand, so you can run a mixed one of these to catch people off guard, but obviously the Grass Knot doesn't do a thing to Shuckle, as Shuckle doesn't weigh anything, and it's neutral damage, got Bug Rock type, so, you know, it's pretty decent typing. So, it goes for the U-turn here, finally does a decent bit of damage to me, as I'm able to basically resist that. So, I should have resisted that hit. I don't know if it came up very effective. I should have thought I'd be able to resist that hit. But anyway, so I go for the Sticky Web, and as you can see, I set up Stealth Rocks the previous turn, so I am lovely and set up over this side of the field. His side of the field, he's going to be taking damage every time he goes in, and he's not going to be as fast as he wants to be. Pardon me. So, he sets up his Drought here, and basically he goes for a Solar Beam here, which I am able to live here. He should have just probably went for the Flamethrower straight there. That would have probably killed us off, because, you know, Flamethrower in the Drought of a Charizard Y is just deadly, even without any special attack investment. So, I get the Poison off here, as I'm able just to start whittling his team down. I've got Poison on two quite major threats here, and so Shuckle does go down, which is a shame, but, you know, Shuckle did his job, a very good job locked down there. So I go to Dual Barrels, which is obviously the sweeper of my team, which is an Ambipom, which is a Technician set, and normal Gem Technician. So I'll go for the Fake Out, slap this thing in the face, and completely take it out there. They absolutely wreck this thing. So I do carry Thief and a U-turn and all that on this thing, and in comes this Gengar, and this I do go for either the U-turn or the Thief, I believe, because I do fear the Will-O-Wisp on these things. This person seems to know what he's doing, so I'm pretty kind of intimidated by the Will-O-Wisp. So I go for the U-turn here, hit this thing, but don't cause much damage because, you know, resisted, like 4 times resisted or something stupid like that with the Gengar, which being poison and ghost. So I go into Goo Goo. If anything wants to get set on fire, it's going to be this Goo Goo, and it get, you know, burned. So I'm thinking this is going to be the stereotypical, you know, attacking set, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and maybe substitute or some kind of, I don't know, usually substitute. The third move's usually quite interesting, but you just go for the Protect here, and basically at this point I'm thinking, is this one of those kind of Stoly Gengars I've heard about that can carry like Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Substitute and all that? So I'm thinking, oh well, this is quite an interesting set. So Solo does switch out his Gengar and goes into his Gardevoir here, as I believe I do go for a Flamethrower or a Thunderbolt. And after being caught in the Sticky Web, this thing is not as scary as it could be. So I go for the Flamethrower, and that does a decent chunk of damage, and I do get the burn, so I'm able to start whittling this thing down. Synchronized kicks in, but, you know, Good is already burnt everywhere. Everyone's just set on fire out here, you know, everyone's just it's basically Glastonbury Festival. Everyone's set on fire and running around in pain. So, goes for a Dazzling Gleam here. I would have recommended a Moonblast over that. Might be super effective, but, you know, Assault Vest and Googe is just naturally decent special bulk. Is able to make sure this Gardevoir dies, and thanks to the Sticky Web I was able to outspeed and completely wreck this thing's face. So the Gengar does come in, unfortunately isn't affected by the Sticky Web, as you know it does have Levitate, so he goes for the Protect here, as he's just going to try to stall and burn me out. So I'll go for the Draco Meteor, because at this point it's just like, you know, I might as well just stop dropping them Dracos, cause there's no more Fairy types to get in my way. So he just go for the Sucker Punch, which is an interesting move. It's nice to have some priority, so this is a physical attacking Gengar, so that completely caught me off guard, and I am really liking this set. So in comes Mega Man here. I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I did predict the Protect, but I am going to, thought I'd be able to scare him out with Dark Pulse here, because, you know, a Dark Pulse from a Mega Blastoise, especially when it's super effective, is going to kill things. So go for the Dark Pulse here. This thing, you know, gets some nice recovery of the Black Sludge. But just go for the Will-O-Wisp, obviously just wanting to burn on the Blastoise. I don't know if he thought he could live this or not, but I'm just going to bam, boom, dead. You don't mess with a Mega Blastoise. Mega Blastoise is terrifying. I love using this thing. I hate versing this. You know, love using it, hate versing it. But you know, that's a sign of a good Pokemon. So in comes this Jolteon. The speed is reduced. So I obviously not want to take a Thunderbolt here. So I do go into my Roserade here, and I do get hit by a Thunderbolt, which I do resist nicely. But Roserade does have naturally nice special defense, and thankfully I don't get paralyzed. So I'm going to recover that off with the Black Sludge, and Aromatisse is going to go straight with Sleep Powder here, because I do manage to outspeed thanks to that Sticky Web. So that Sticky Web does really mess up teams. Sticky Web's a really good, really good move. I would not want to mess with the Sticky Web. So basically, get this thing with a Sludge Bomb, just goes to sleep again, and I'm like, okay, I've got this. Like, this Sweeper's pretty much down here. So go for a Sludge Bomb again. Totally wreck this thing's face, and there goes that Jolteon, which yet again another scary Pokemon. Good speed, good attack. I'm glad it's out of the way. So he goes into his Landorus here, and this is what I was pretty much thinking. I was like, okay, it's less than half. It's ground flying. Is it worth? Is a Sludge Bomb going to be enough to take this thing out? And it isn't, but at least the point's going to take it out. And he goes for the Stone Edge, and I'm like, oh crap. But I do manage to live that. I think if he went to the Earthquake, I would have probably died there, because, you know, being grass poison, it's a neutral hit, and obviously the stab would have helped in a bit more power as well. So thankfully, my opponent made a bit of a misplay there, so I was luckily managed to live. So I get intimidated again. Not really bothered about that. So I do go for the Leaf Storm Wave, which is some chunky neutral damage, and my god, I just wreck that bloody Gyarados out of existence. So thanks for a great game, Solo. Your team is very intimidating, let's say. I managed to get some decent plays and decent predicts. I think it's the only reason I won that one. So thank you for watching, guys. If you want to see more of these videos, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And of course, I'll see you later, and I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend.